In December, I read from online forums that there is actually a Amundi Unit Trust available on POEMS platform. And that got everyone excited because POEMS is advertising it as 0% sales charge. I mean, even Money Hour also help them promote. But the truth is it really worth considering the switch? Let's talk about them in this video. But more importantly, if you want to join like-minded people interested in investing their way to personal finance, building wealth, retirement planning, and financial independence, join us at 18,000 over members in the Honey Money SG Telegram group for free. So click right here. Now, when I publish this news on my Telegram group, which is why you should join and then don't miss all these updates, I found out that actually 3 Amundi Unit Trusts are available, namely the Bond Unit Trust, the MSCI Emerging Markets, as well as the MSCI World Fund. So you found something is missing from here, which is the Amundi Prime USA Fund, which I've been always using for my CPF-OA investments on the Endowus platform. And to be very clear, I only have exposure to the Amundi Index MSCI Fund via Endowus, so I have 0 positions of them in POEMS, which is why we want to discuss today. Is it really worth, or is it a good idea to switch over to POEMS if you already have existing positions? Once again, the main highlight of using POEMS as advertised is that they have 0% sales charge. So what do they mean by 0% sales charge? If you compare it with Endowus, Endowus is charging a 0.3% management fee per annum, and that is charged by Endowus. That does not include the fund level fee. Okay, fund level fee, regardless of what platform you use, will still be charged per annum. But for POEMS, they advertise at 0% fee. So that is a 0.3% per annum savings over Endowus platform. Now, if you're using your cash to invest, there's really no point for you to use your cash and then go and buy all these Amundi Unit Trust on POEMS, because for cash, there are so many more ETFs available out there in the market, which you can go and buy on other platforms. Like myself, I'm using Interactive Brokers. I do invest in the S&P 500 ETF, and in the past, I also used to invest in the world ETFs. So ETFs are a much better option because they don't have some platform fees. But for the other 2 options, which is SRS and CPF investing, then yes, you have to go through some of these financial institution platforms like Endowus or POEMS, which is why we will discuss in this video lah. So cash, to be clear again, no need to use. Okay, for cash, you just have to go to your own preferred brokerage platform, be it you like POEMS, be it you like other kind of discount brokerages, or you like international brokerages like Interactive Broker. Okay, but for CPF and SRS, totally different matter already. Let's talk about it. Starting with my current positions, for my CPF ordinary account funds, I am using Endowus platform to invest in the Amundi Prime US Fund that tracks the US largest and most competitive companies. So for Amundi Prime USA, it is 0.05% per annum for the Amundi fees, and then 0.3% per annum for Endowus fees. So add up a total of 0.35% per annum. Then the question is, if I want to switch to POEMS, will there be a cost savings or not? I can tell you there is no cost savings, and you may be surprised. The answer is because Amundi Prime USA is not even available on POEMS as of the date of recording, which is 31st of December. But I guess the closest alternative is the Index MSCI World Fund, which has an annual fee of 0.1% per annum charged by Amundi. So Amundi fee 0.1% with 0 sales charge from POEMS platform. So total expense ratio 0.1% compared to Endowus for Amundi Prime USA 0.35%. Very big difference, right? But I need to highlight to you again, it's not apples to apples comparison unless they really have Amundi Prime USA fund. Otherwise, it's not a fair comparison. So my take on CPF-OA investment is very simple. If you don't have any exposure yet, you're starting to invest your CPF-OA, always go with the lowest cost platform first, because cost is guaranteed, but profit is never guaranteed, So if you can always minimize your cost, always go for the lowest cost option, which is what I always preach, right? Last time Endowus was the cheapest, but now POEMS seems like a very good option there. 0% sales charge plus 0.1% index MSCI fund, which is why if you don't have any POEMS account yet, you all should go and sign up for one now in January, because they have very good offers, especially if you want to sign up during the Chinese New Year period. Chinese New Year is coming, and here is how you can prosper with POEMS. Sign up for a POEMS account online using my exclusive link to unlock welcome gifts, including up to $88 in fractional shares, 5% per annum guaranteed returns when you fund at least 20,000 within 14 days of account opening. Remember to opt in to Smart Park to enjoy this benefit. Zero commissions on US trades for 90 days when you hold your funds in your account, and the chance to win the top tier gadgets during what time. But to truly maximize your rewards, visit the POEMS Roadshow happening from 13th to 19th January at Suntec City Linkway 3 outside of Cotton On. By signing up at the roadshow, you'll get the same fantastic welcome gifts as offered online, plus an extra ang pao from the Tree of Prosperity, containing Suntec vouchers worth up to 30 Singapore dollars. New users just need to download the POEMS Mobile Tree app, open an account by scanning a QR code at the Tree of Prosperity, and fund their account to participate. Existing users bring along a friend to sign up, and both of you can pick an ang pao each together. So don't miss out. Visit the roadshow and start your journey to prosper with POEMS this Chinese New Year. What So if you ask me, will I switch to POEMS on the Amundi Index MSCI funds just for this kind of fee savings? I would say not as of now, because there isn't an apples to apples product. There is no Amundi Prime USA on POEMS for CPF-OA, so I would not do it. But now for SRS, will the answer change? Because I invest in a totally different product from SRS, right? If you look at my Endowus portfolio, I am investing in the BlackRock iShares S&P 500 US Index funds, short form IE, and then the expense ratio is like 0.08%, coupled with Endowus fee 0.30%, total 0.38% per annum. But the good thing about BlackRock iShares funds is that fundamentally it is a synthetic fund, which means no dividends will be paid out, which is why there will be savings in the dividend withholding tax, because Amundi Prime USA funds do have dividend withholding tax of 30%. So using BlackRock iShares, the US index fund, I save like 30% in the dividend withholding tax. But this BlackRock iShares US S&P 500 fund is only available on SRS. It's not available on CPF. So CPF and SRS is quite different one. CPF is more stringent. But I guess the point of comparison is still the same. Unless there's like the S&P 500 index fund equivalent, you know, the Prime USA fund, then I'll start to look deeper. If I already have existing positions, I won't be in a hurry to switch, because it is completely a different product. Unless I'm like fully invested in the index MSCI fund, then I'll start to take some positions into POEMS platform. Therefore, my very honest opinion about this, and note that this is not financial advice because I don't know your situation. I can just do it based on my current situation. So don't take it seriously, you know, just treat it as a joke or entertainment, financial entertainment. My number one rule as an ex-accountant is that numbers don't lie. The numbers really make sense. What? You look at 0.35 to 0.38% fee charged by a total by Endowus, and then you look at POEMS fee, 0%. Then add a Amundi fund, maybe only 0.1%. That is 0.25% per annum, you know, in cost savings. If your portfolio is very large, it will make a very big difference. That's why numbers don't lie. It will make more sense to hold your unit trust of Amundi in POEMS platform than with Endowus. But I want to caution everyone and be aware of switching costs. What do I mean by switching costs? Number one, the time out of market. Because it's not like cash investment, right? You just buy and sell, and then the cash proceeds, even though it's reserved, you can use it on your next investment immediately. It doesn't work this way for CPF and SRS investments, especially for unit trust. They do take some work days to really process your buy or sell order, and then after that, they need to credit the funds back to your CPF or SRS account, and then you can finally set your buy order for the next fund. All this will take like 1 to 2 weeks, you know, and all this time, 1 to 2 weeks out of market, the market may have risen in the bull market or may have fallen in the bear market. Okay, you never know. But this is out of your control. If you want to be in control, the best way is always to stay invested, because your opportunity cost of staying off the market may hurt you more than the fees alone. So whatever cost savings that you may enjoy in the short run may be negated by the market movements and the fluctuations, or the opportunities or the lack of opportunities that you may have used during this period that you cannot touch your funds. So as another alternative, what I will do if I was in this position is that I will just still keep my Endowus portfolio holdings, and then maybe I will start to DCA using the POEMS platform because you all know you're going to sign up gifts, what? You're got a welcome gift. You need to fulfill the buy order as well. So you'll just fulfill the terms and requirements, fund in the deposit, and then execute your buy trade on the POEMS Mobile Tree app, and you don't get your Amundi Unit Trust for CPF and SRS. But I think use cash safer, okay, to fulfill the terms and requirements for the welcome promo rewards. Have to highlight again, not financial advice. Don't listen to me. This is what I would do if I was in this situation. And I'm not telling you to follow me. Don't follow me, please. Really have to do your own due diligence and don't blame other people if your plan doesn't succeed. But I hope what I said makes sense, because numbers don't lie. POEMS ultimately, if they can push in the Amundi Prime USA fund, I'll take a much closer look and then I will start to be very serious already. Wow, this time don't play already leh. 0.25% per annum savings. In the long run, it can make a big difference, especially if your portfolio crosses like a few $100,000. Okay, all these cost savings, like I always mention, profit is never guaranteed, but cost is guaranteed. So if you want to maximize your profit, always start by reducing your cost. That's one way to be financially prudent, and at least this way you can make sure that your funds are really maximized to the best use case. Now, having said this, I also realize that some of you have reservations about growing your SRS because you think that 400k is the maximum for SRS. Otherwise, you'll get taxed. And I'm here to debunk this myth that you don't need to just keep to 400k. Why? I'll explain it in the reasons in this video right here.